Hey, this is Jim again. I want to tell you a couple of stories about being human. They're interrelated. The first one is kind of funny, and the second one is more about other not funny expressions of being human. But when I was about 13, 14, I think, I bought a record album, LP, and it was Now and Then by the Carpenters. And on the album there's a picture of Karen Carpenter, I guess it's her, behind a Pinto window, and it's a little tinted, and she's just a woman. I didn't know how attractive she was. And most of my music experience was on the radio, and when I could afford them a record album. And I didn't watch MTV when that started happening. I didn't know what rock performers look like. I still don't know what a lot of them look like. But I fell in love with Karen Carpenter because of that album and everything that I could hear on the radio. I couldn't afford albums a lot, so it's just my ears would perk up. I was in love with Karen Carpenter. But I bought this record, and my father was working nights at the state pen, ironically, and he's upstairs asleep, and I'm playing this record a little too loud. Apparently, I didn't know. I thought it was low enough, but he heard it, woke him up. To him, it's in the middle of the night. He walks downstairs, he grabs it up off of the record player, and he throws it, and it strikes like this table leg and breaks into well, not perfect, but relatively even pieces. Okay. Forgivable. I ended up buying it on CD a few years later or something. But anyway, he was being human. And I was sorry. And I was also a little angry because I think it was like, I don't know, $11 or something. I don't remember. Remember, I said I was in love with Karen Carpenter because of her voice. When I was in the Navy, was in the PI one of the times for 6 days, the Philippine Islands. And we were in port in Subic Bay, and the town that's attached to Subic Bay where men go on liberty was called Olongapo City. And one of those days, I don't remember when, I walked across a newspaper stand. Everything's in English. There was a newspaper, I don't remember, it could have been the New York Times, International, I don't remember. Excuse me. But anyway, big headline. I don't remember exactly how it read, but in one headline, I learned that Karen Carpenter had starved herself to death. I'd never even heard of this disease, anorexia nervosa. She'd starved herself to death. And I was so devastated, I fell to my knees. That's also being human. Peace.